That's what you call bringing a tree back to life. Heck yeah. 48 thumbs up. Let's carve something else. Let's get this guy off the stand. Thanks everybody for tuning in. I appreciate it. Oh yeah. John, Billy, Roger, Kevin, Nelson. What's going on? Teresa, Nancy. Bravo. Heck yeah. Oli. Pedro. Lots of new people. Heck yeah. Welcome. All right, let's get this off. We don't got a lot of time, so let's not monkey around. Huh? We don't got time to monkey around in a tree. All right, let me get this off. Simple carving, guys. That was easy. I'm glad it didn't break on me. Because it happens. This one's cool. Very awesome. Heck yeah. That's a big tree. That's tall as my arm. Yeah. Look at that. That looks cool. You guys can see in there. See all the fins and stuff. Tree branches coming down. It's neat. I like it. All right, let's set this one aside. I can even set that on my table. It hits the roof. All right, I'll set it right here. Right off this side. All right, that one's good. That was awesome. All right. 2 seconds. I gotta. Yeah, I need to cut that straight. Hang on. Let me cut it. Get over here, guys. I'm gonna lose my screw. That was pine. That was a pine that I cut. So if you guys were wondering, this one's gonna be neat. It's gonna be awesome. Put the screws in it, hold it sucker down. I want nothing moving. All right. Thanks for being patient, guys. 2 screws and we'll be carving. All right. I think it's cinched down. Let's see how much gas we got. Oh, let me chuck a little gas in it. You know we're on it. Make sure you hit that thumbs up, subscribe. Appreciate it. Let me know if you're new here. We're all very nice people. So got moderators. Keep everybody in good shape. No one will make fun of you if you comment or something. Heck yeah. Appreciate the new people. Lots of new people. Awesome. Ask questions. Moderators are in there. They're all creators. They know a lot of information of chainsawing. One thing, my disclaimer here. Chainsaws are intended for cutting trees down, trimming. They are not made for chainsaw carving. It's a way of abusing a chainsaw, so I do not recommend it. Leave it up to your professional. It is not safe. you're using a chainsaw in the worst way. So, and that said, let's go. I won't leave you out of the picture. Promise. Not here. Oh yeah. Now we're rocking, huh? Fun part's coming up. All right, fun part. You guys having fun? All right. Awesome. Here we go. Fun part. Oh, sorry. Almost knocked you guys off. Let's burn! Anybody know what it is? Oh, you're going to find out. Woo. It's not what you think. Hang on, hang on. Someone already probably said it in the chat. Gotta roast it. Gotta roast it. I didn't ruin it. Just hang on. All right. Here we go. You guys just tuning in. Here we go all the way around. There. Now you get to see the whole thing. Let's see here. Yeah. Make sure you guys subscribe to Woodchucker Live Chainsaw Carving. I'll show you a chainsaw carving in a minute that I did. Oh, way different from this one, but it's a blast. You guys seen my my baby bear sitting on the shoulders of a mama bear? That was pretty cool. All right, let's see. We got this sucker roasted up. It ain't no marshmallow. Alrighty. Let's see. Gotta make sure it's nice and golden brown. Well, more like burnt brown. That's how it turns out. Alright. Now after you carve it and then you torch the heck out of it, then alright. Now we got that done. Next. Alright. Then we're going to switch the handle. I gotta have a handle on here. And then we got a handle. And then plug it in. There we go. Got yourself a nice mushroom. Don't go anywhere. I'll show you my carving I did. I'll show you Mr. Peanut. Yeah, Mr. Planter's Peanut. He's kind of like my guy that I hang around and everybody gets to see him when I go live. He's pretty cool. I like Mr. Peanut. What are you talking about? Planter's Peanut with a cane. It all depends on what color you want to do the mushroom, but give them a little golden brown. Sometimes I go back and touch it up. Find these out for a little bit. Just walk it around, clean up the base. Who doesn't like the mushrooms, right? Oh yeah. Got a little smooth stuff going. Yeah, once we got that, you know, I was goofing around and carved me a spoon. Gonna need a fork sooner or later, so I gotta carve me a fork. Not today, but just for fun. Quick and easy, guys. Let's cut this sucker off. Heck yeah, don't forget to subscribe. Thumbs up. What's going on, Kevin? Mainly off grid. Heck yeah. All right. That was it. A little crooked, ain't he? See how the heck you gonna cut that, chucker? Oh. And that's called flat. So, there's the mushroom. All right, don't try that stuff at home, guys. Heck yeah. A little bark on there. I'll pop them off later. But heck yeah, that's my, what do they call these things? Marl? What was that? Marl. I have a hard time pronouncing these cool mushrooms. Thanks, Billy. Where's the pizza? Where's the pizza, Billy? You guys want to see the here's Mr. Peanut. Yeah. Here we go. Mr. Peanut. Don't fall. I don't need you cracking. You guys see that? There's my Mr. Peanut. Heck yeah. All right. All right, Miss Peanut. Even's got a crack right there. So I carved this guy. He's pretty cool. I hang him around for a little bit. But so today I carved the mushroom and I carved my tree. Let me grab it. You know, when the tree dies, you know, you kind of bring it back to life. So these are my two things I carved, guys. My mushroom and my tree. Heck yeah. How's everybody doing? Looks like you guys are pretty good. 102, 400 and I can't even see a number that big. 443. Woohoo! You guys want to see another tree? Let's go for it. If you missed the beginning, you can always replay it, but you guys want to see one? One quickie. All right. Let's go for it. Takes a couple minutes. Wrong one. All right. I can carve a little mushroom out of this guy later. But yeah, let's grab the log. Oh, there we go. Let me get all this sawdust off there. Man, just from a couple of carvings. I think I got 2 wheelbarrows in here. You definitely don't want to carve inside of a garage. That's why I'm in my backyard shop. All right, let's get it. Line it up. I like carving these trees. They're fun. Good holiday. Little gifts and stuff. 1. All right, 2. Hopefully I can keep the limbs from falling off. But let's go for it. Chuck a little gas in it, guys. 2 seconds. Appreciate it. I'm quick, so get right back at it. All right. Yep, there's some gas. I don't like to get in the middle of my carving and then all of a sudden I run out of gas. A little oil. There we go. All right. Throw that on. Let's get to carving, guys. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. What else we got in here? Heck yeah. Sub Vash. Miriam Smith. I don't know how to say all those names. I see you guys at the bottom. Yeah. Boy, you guys got some names I can't pronounce. Kevin and everybody down. Hello. Holy moly. All right, let's roll. Let's get after it. You guys ready? I'm ready. Heck yeah. 179 thumbs up. That's what we're talking about, guys. Heck yeah, let's go. Don't forget to subscribe. If you're just tuning in, smash the thumb. That's why you got a spark arrestor. I see sparks coming out of my exhaust. Look at that. Watch. Oh, sparks. I thought they were coming off my blade. Man. Watch close. You might see them shooting out. Seeing that. All right. Oh, don't break, don't break. That is a layer right there. This one's got more flatness and kind of pointy. So each tree is different, guys. So let's torch. Look at that. Oh, snaps. I'm getting ahead of myself. Got to make my lines. Break off. you guys doing? You guys doing all right? I barely see you. Heck yeah. All right. How you guys doing? So, I'm pretty sure you guys like chainsaw carving. I've got a buddy. He's on live right now. Heck yeah, 227 thumbs up. Yeah. His name's Bear and the Boss Lady. He's got an awesome live stream. He's going. I kind of went over. I was supposed to be off a little bit ago, but you know, stuff happens. But if you guys want to see some more chainsaw carving, I'm pretty sure he's on, right, Kevin? Billy, Bear and the Boss Lady on? Help me out. Hello, 2:30. My tree's burning. Bear is on. All right. Somebody throw the link. You guys want to see some more chainsaw carving? We're going to throw it up. You could probably just flip up and you can find Bear. Bear and the Boss Lady. I'm going to be jumping over there as soon as I'm done burning this guy. If you guys want to go over there and check them out, go for it. And I'll be over in a couple minutes. I'm just going to finish this up. Everyone stick around, go for it. But Bear and the Boss Lady, there it is. Just type in @Bear and the Boss Lady in the search, or just flip. You'll find him. He's a funny guy. Go over there. 364 people. Get it. Go, guys. Go over to Bear and the Boss Lady. He's carving. Awesome guy. I'll be over in a minute. Thanks, Kevin. Appreciate it. I hate running over my live stream. I know he's live, so. How you guys doing? Really, I don't get along with almost everyone. So with that said, I got led up with. All right. Hey, Chris. How's it going? It's all right. We have fun. We're, I don't know what the heck's going on, but over on my live stream, I'm carving. Alrighty? So, we keep it fun. We burn some wood, carve. So, try to keep comments to a minimum on other people's live stream. I know you guys just talking, but I don't need anybody talking about other people just because, you know, it becomes drama on my side. So, but other than that, you're good. Just throwing it out there, that's all. You guys, how's it going? Yeah, no problem. Oh my, here we go later. No, you're good, man. I don't even know who you are. I'm just saying in general. You're good. Okay? Chris? You're good. You're good, man. Awesome, dude. Appreciate you being here. Just torching away. I don't like all the drama either. It's a pain in the butt. We all have our own share of that, but yeah, look at that. Now we're talking. Man, I got to get a big torch, Kevin. My bottle's about gone. You guys still hanging out? Subscribe, and you guys get to see a lot more chainsaw carving. And here's my tree. Don't take long to carve it, guys. And so, if, you know, if someone wants to buy a carving, and sorry, tree was on fire. And you know, they don't want to be expensive, you know. So you just carve something, you know, relatively, you know, inexpensive. So, yeah, so I got carved 2 trees. So there, I carved this one the other day. You can make them different styles. Um, so make them pointier. See how that one, real slim. This one's a little wider, like that. And then, so I carved the one you see there, carved a mushroom. Pretty cool. It's awesome. Sits there on a stand. It's kind of sideways. Little moral mushroom, I think it's called. Yeah. And then I got my other tree. So I got my 2 trees. Little different style. You can see them. They're a little different. See, a little thinner, but pretty cool. 248 thumbs up. That is awesome. Thanks, Kevin. Billy. Always running out of gas. I know, man. I can't help it. So I got my 2 trees. 2 trees and a mushroom. And if you guys are still hanging out, I'll show you guys real quick what I carved yesterday. Or, yeah, was it yesterday? Live stream? Yeah. There's my bear. So he's going to be cool. He's not done yet. This is going to be a big paw that comes down with his fingernails landing on here, you know. But that's my little bear. He's kind of a little bit goofy looking. Carved a bear like this. He's pretty cool. There you go. From Harry Potter. Yeah. Let's see what else I got playing around. Yeah, if you're just tuning in, Mr. Peanut. Carved a pine cone. That was pretty hard. Yeah. Off of Shrek. My jackass. Yeah. Little bears. Gotta finish up. Yep. There you go, guys. Chips fly. Art stays. That's right. Everybody's still here. Go over to Bear and the Boss Lady. He's live. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you. Bear and the Boss Lady. Go over. There it is again. There's the link. You can probably just swipe up and you'll find Bear and the Boss Lady. And I'll see you guys over there. Thank you very much for tuning in. Appreciate all the thumbs up, all the subscribe. You guys are awesome. Woodchucker, Chainsaw Carver, over and out. Peace.